Temporal filling has been around for some time, but of course not as long as lip fillers. Lip fillers we have been doing for 25, nearly 30 years. Initially the hyaluronic acid fillers were used, and over the last probably 10 or 15 years we have used calcium hydroxylapatite. Even Sculptra has been used for a couple of decades. Now, if you look at the temple as a separate entity, it doesn't mean much. We always try to look the whole facial features as one. To give you an example, if it is just the lip fillers we're doing, we can give the lip a bit of definition, a volume, but then it becomes isolated from the whole face. When we look at temples, we look at volume loss, mainly because of the muscle mass or the muscle wasting as we get older. We also lose some bone mass as we get older. But overall, the skin texture and everything put together, as we get older, we get a depression here. And that probably gives the game away. Although we have got a good volume at the cheeks has been raised, we have got a much lighter nasolabial fold, the lips are looking good, but the temples then get neglected. If you look at the overall facial features and do something to the temple as well, I think the whole face gets a much better proportion. These fillers need to be carefully inserted because we have got a temporal nerve crossing just right in the middle. We have also got some blood vessels, the temporal arteries, etc. So the deeper filling, particularly in this area, much better. So we are going virtually to the bone and then withdrawing it a bit and then depositing the filler and then massaging it to spread it evenly. Most people, again, nowadays don't chase lines as we used to 10 years ago. And I think looking at the whole face, putting temple as part of the whole facial rejuvenation gives a much better outcome for the patient as a whole. And as we normally always end our videos by saying that patient consultation, explaining to the patient all the possible pros and the cons, are vital to the success of the treatment. And I think putting the patient in the middle gives us as doctors and also the patient a much better relationship and a long-term plan so that we can then achieve the goals that the patient wants to desire or patient desires.